Welcome to Bible study, because we're talking about the gospel that is Berserk. Open your text to chapter 196, where this guy appears. This old nigga is probably the biggest villain in the series, but he just says it's trolls, and fails to say the shit early, and also says it so nonchalant and matter-of-factly. He deserves to be charged with at least a misdemeanor for this negligence. They stumble into the woods like baby birds leaving their nest, bittersweet because they are happy and optimistic for the journey ahead, but anxious leaving familiarity. Sir Pico talks to Guts about being a danger to Farnese because, like they said before, Guts is the only open flame in the darkness and the lost are prophesied to follow some bullshit. Then we cut to a troll, just calmly walking along like he caught the next 3 days supper for the boys. His stride exudes a confidence I have only seen after breaking a back or taking somebody's ankles. He walks like he owns two people. Not like he has two people, like he owns two people. So nonchalant and unreactive. Quick little intermission, bruh. Now that I finished this arc, I now know what the troll was going to do with them. It's scary because he is walking like he has been there and done that, and since we love the main cast so much, we do not want the villain to be this comfortable. Like, yes, y'all can fight and make it intense and interesting, but do not send a villain who has humans as a staple in their diet. The other protagonist, Isidro, says it best. Kidnapping them right in front of me? Ya creep. Facts. The natural born thief throws a rock and it bops off the back of the hairy man's head. Big mistake. Then the hairy man turns around, and I thought to myself, well, that looks like it can be a troll, but based on how nonchalant the old man was before, I also told myself that that cannot be it. Nope, that cannot be it. The old man earlier said, beware of the trolls like the trolls are some fat squeaker kid that plays Fortnite and types really fast. But nah, this is a gross oversight. That thing looks like it eats its own fallen and makes Wild's Black Dog Knights look soft. The old guy set the main cast up for failure. He was just a shepherd on his merry way and happened to be bothered by travelers. He took one quick glance and said, "These niggas ain't from round these parts, to the dungeon!" Like, look at the menacing look in his eyes. Jesus Christ! What am I looking at? Parts of his face looks like it has gone missing. Isidro pulls up, gets packed up, and almost gets sent to the gulag. Berries and a tiny lady save the day. Then they realize the weight of the situation. They are surrounded by strictly demons. This is going to be a gun fun. They begging TD, and they ain't from round here. They about to get washed by the literal spawns of demon kind. Then the tiny lady draws a circle around them, like it's SpongeBob and the troll is a shark bear. And start speaking in tongues. Doodle Bob learns some magic. It's a funny bit, but then she exceeds my expectations when the circle is like Neji's rotation. A truly impenetrable force to say the least. And an extremely clean visual too. This is our first look into the special powers in Berserk. Other series have Ki, Chakra, Nin, Shinshu, Spirit Energy, Curse Energy, Innocence, Curse of Ymir, Yoki, Quirks, and Alchemy. Even though Chakra is debatably the cleanest and most extravagant, it poses the issue that a lot of the other power systems have, which is power scaling over the duration of their series. Earlier accomplishments seem trivial in the light of conclusionary theatrics. With Innocence being an honorable mention, Nin, Alchemy, and the Curse of Ymir did a great job of grounding their characters to a strict set of laws and rules. These laws and rules are important because this allows us as readers to truly judge who was code and what is code. Nin, with his specialties, masteries, conditions, and contracts, makes it easy to follow and a very hard power system to break. Broken abilities make sense and are appreciated because they are extremely rare and based on the character's personality, and usually through a contract places a huge burden on the user. Alchemy is the law of equivalent exchange. Bro, I just got goosebumps saying that shit. Fullmetal Alchemist is one of the GOATs. It's one of my favorites of all time, if not my favorite series of all time. And whenever I say the law of equivalent exchange, That shit gives me goosebumps. You know what? Roll the fucking clip.
Alchemy, the science of understanding, deconstructing, and reconstructing matter. However, it is not an all-powerful art. It is impossible to create something out of nothing. If one wishes to obtain something, something of equal value must be given. This is the law of equivalent exchange, the basis of all alchemy. In accordance with this law, there is a taboo among alchemists. Human transmutation is strictly forbidden. For what could equal the value of a human soul? I'm so cold.
Alchemy is the law of equivalent exchange, and the coldest motherfuckers in the series have seen the depths of hell to acquire the power of God. Then the curse of Ymir, which has governed the power balance of warring nations for over 2,000 years. Some people find issues with the curse of Ymir, but I'm a huge fan of it because it sets a series of constraints that apply pressure to the characters and birth diamonds. In other words, in the realm of Attack on Titan, the curse of Ymir did its job, and extremely well. All of this is to say that in the light of all these well thought out power systems, I was surprised to see something as fantastical as magic be so well established and grounded. Let's keep it a beam. Berserk is already cold enough, but the magic system just was the missing piece that ties something as mysterious as the God hand to the physical world, through the explanation of the interstice being the realm where astral beings can mingle with the physical world. These sad souls cling to the life force of physical entities. We see trees turn into demons, horses, dogs, even people. And because of Griffith's betrayal and the Skeleton Knight's act of bravery, Guts and Casca are cursed to live their entire existence in this interstice. The single lit flames in the realm of one's petrified of darkness. Guts' situation is analogous to sleeping right at the shoreline of a beach. You can't catch Z's when high tide seems to want to drown you every 5 seconds. That is why Sugar's analogy of the interstice makes so much sense, because it is the shore to the deep end that is the vast expanse, the bottomless, untracked abyss that is our own ocean, and for them the astral world. Ozen said it best. Everything born from the abyss is destined to find its way back. Based on Guts' origins, he seems to follow this prophecy too well. Given life from a dead mother, with life and death being so black and white, and with the genesis of Guts' tale being mingled in the womb of this dichotomy, he was destined to live in the gray, on the edge of the black, in the cusp of the white, on the shoreline of the gradient from Vanta black to angelic white, on the shoreline of the astral world and the physical one. As they took the plunge into the troll's den, they went deeper and deeper into the nether, the astral world's region of darkness. Klepot. This region is the embodiment of Slan. Such beauty it touches me. Love, hatred, pain, pleasure, life, death, all are there. This is met with one of the most grotesque scenes in the series thus far. With Slane's astral presence materializing this realm, it hints at the fact that within this labyrinth, each god hand controls a sector within the depths of the astral world. It's quite possible that what lies in the deepest, darkest depths is God himself. God, the generator of the spiral of causality and faith, the same spiral we see exhibited from the demon spawns of hell, and where all apostles are doomed to meet their faith. Based on the title of chapter 82, God of the Abyss, and the plunge that Griffith took to get his raven wings, and the happenings in Berserk's forgotten chapter, 83, which deserves its own video, because it does a great job of fleshing out God and the foundation of causality in the story, but totally fails Griffith's character by making him seem much simpler than he actually is. I recommend you to read it, but don't take it seriously because they did Griffith so dirty. Like, look at this. Look at this corny ass scene, bruh.
If so, I want wings.
Stupid ass nigga. Look at this shit, bro. This is so stupid. It's so dumb. This is stupid as hell. It feels forced, like we needed an explanation for how Griffith got his wings, when this deserved no explanation. If they made Griffith's reaction more realistic to his character, or excluded them altogether, then it would have been a great chapter. But leaving God ambiguous is also a good move too, so I'm not even tripping. After the conquering of the troll's stronghold, Guts realizes that though he wasn't searching, he has found a new band to call his own. This time around, he is sure to appreciate and value their presence because he is guilt-ridden for abandoning the Band of the Hawk in the pursuit of finding his own purpose and detaching himself from Griffith's dream. The troll arc was important because it solidified Guts' new gang. Serpico, Farnese, Isidro, Casca, Shirka, and Puck, and it gave us the first look into the Berserk iceberg. Up until this point, we have only seen the tip of the iceberg, But because of the introduction of magic, it allowed us to take the plunge to see the much larger universe lying aside their own. The astral world, and how this was a supreme addition to the world building in Berserk. To put it into perspective, we look up and gaze up at the stars to remember our place in this world. But in Berserk, you look towards the shadows. This is the Berserk iceberg, but it's kind of a work in theory, because I'm currently on chapter 228, so I'm not even done with the series yet. But so far, I've just noticed how some things are connecting. I'm happy I waited until I was older and got a couple series under my belt before I read Berserk. I'm sure this is the reason I was able to appreciate how fresh and different it was. There is nothing I have ever read that was like Berserk other than Claymore, but they are two completely different series. Yes, they are both driven by revenge, but the ways that the stories are told are completely different. Claymore felt more of a long-winded tale with a payout at the end, but Berserk uses many distinct mini-arcs that blend with the main story very well to test the main cast. It goes deeper into that, but that was like my overview of both and why they're really different. Even the source material is really different. Like, they look similar, they wear similar attire, but completely different things going on. But hey, I appreciate y'all niggas for watching. Kiss you on the left cheek, slap on the right. I'll see y'all when I see y'all, man.